Hello everyone, my name is Legendroni and this game is Art of Conquest. This video is going to be about the new update that just hit the game, so I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking it down for you. Now unfortunately we have the new race Silvani, and if you can see over here, Silvani is in crisis, unlock after 8 days and 14 hours. I was so anxious, I was getting ready to switch to Silvani, but unfortunately we still have to wait. My belief is that we have to wait for this particular event, Silvani Spring, that is going to start in 15 hours, and after this event it's probably gonna clarify and Silvani will be unlocked. So just to make it clear for anyone else who is trying to switch to Silvani. Then we have a new hero, which it says here that it starts in 7 hours. If the new hero is going to be into the chest like they mentioned it, I'm gonna unlock it and I'm going to do a review. I'm gonna level him up and tell you everything about him. But the way I've seen on the overview, which you guys can see as well, he seems to be a Silvani specific hero. That is my opinion, but until he comes live, until I'm going to upgrade him a little bit, I can test him out and I can tell you guys more about him and about his abilities. So I'm gonna leave that for another video. Now another couple of things that have been updated in this new patch is about the shop. The first thing is the lifetime Patron. Now I personally bought it because it was only $15. I said that if this lifetime Patron is gonna be up to, let's say, $30, a maximum of $30, depending how good it is, I'm going to buy it. First of all, you have a freaking private black market, so whenever you want to spend your honor, you spend it. That is remarkable. Exclusive portrait, that it's significant, not so much. The raid is at 3 times speed. I have to say that is really fast. I mean, the raids are really fast. So you want to do fast raids and just spend your horns real quick, that is going to work. I've done it and I'm really happy about it. Auto pillage and escort. Well, if you're a certain VIP level, you do not have to escort, and you get enough battle beats to auto pillage yourself. This how to say it, this update on Patron is really good. If you plan to play the game for a very long time, this lifetime Patron is gonna pay out tens of times, maybe hundreds of times. Then you get 50 Linari every day, so that's 1500 Linari in a month. So let's say you want to buy 1500 Linari. So if you want to buy 1500 Linari, well, I have this ×2 offer, but I'll probably need to spend around $30. So in just 1 month, this lifetime Patron is gonna pay itself off. So it is a great value. I'm not getting sponsored by Lily, so don't get any ups and downs that I'm trying to advise you to buy just because I'm not. The reason I'm telling you is because it's really good. The offer is really good. If you like the game, if you continue playing the game like I am, this is something that that is really worth it. Now another tip and advice that I can give you about the shop is when you want to purchase something, you can see it says here, do not show again this week. Do not click this. The reason they made this one is because people are accidentally purchasing a lot of stuff. So if you click that one, it's not gonna show you. So if you're accidentally moving, you can accidentally purchase, maybe, let's say you're gonna purchase a dragon energy potion, or who knows, you're gonna purchase a horn, stuff that you don't want. And it's probably happened this to many players. So if you see this, when you buy this, for example, do not click this one, do not show again. If it bothers you, just go ahead and click. It doesn't bother me. I bought a lot of accidental stuff. I spent quite a lot of Linari, and some of my Linari by buying accidental stuff. So for me, this is really great. So this is one of the tips that I want to give you about the shop. Now another thing that happened into the update is the research. There is a new research. And before I go to the heroes research, which you can see over there is cooking. Look at that. 222, all 6 of them. So my research is freaking maxed out. On troops and army I have maxed out. So 1 year and about a half it took me, and I maxed out my research. And I still have almost 30 days of blue research speed. Now the hero research. This is going to be quite a lot to talk about, and the first thing I have to mention that I'm really happy that they kept the original picture from our girl Avril. If you guys didn't know, if you started the game later on, when the game was launching in China, there was a problem with the original picture of Avril, which is this one that you guys see over here, because she's trying to show too much. So the new the Avril that we have right now, she's all covered up. I don't know why or for whatever reason, but that's how it was. So I'm really happy for that. Now let's get into the research. It's going to be very important to choose one of them. Do not try to spend in all of them in the same time. The reason why I'm saying that is because the last of them, they give you quite a lot of bonuses. So for example, if you want to do the mechanist and the rogue, if you want to go for damage, that would be Jack and is the wolf guy, the Fenris guy, and why can I remember his name? I have to go to the heroes to remember his name. How is that possible? Mako. I had the lapsus. So all the mechanists, Nora, Jacques, Mako, Fenris, and Spring. So there's five heroes that are both mechanist and rogue. Or Mecha. I'm not sure if I'm spelling it right. Anyway. So this is going to be your choice if you want to start on this one to go for more damage. You can notice over here, for example, it increased the level limit of rogue and mechanist heroes. So I already done that by 1. So let's go ahead and check one of them if they can actually go higher 1 level. Where is it? Here it is on details. Well, they should be able to go 1 level higher. So it says here that he needs 7 million. Huh. So let's try to give him some experience. Let's see if it's actually working. Alright. So we can give him experience. Look at that. So I could get Mako to level 51 and actually have a level 51 hero. So that is pretty sick. As we go forward, what they get? Magic. Then they get decreased by 1 the bronze supply required to increase your gross gold supply cap. So you might be wondering, what is this going to be about? What are they talking about? So you know what, for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna do something so you guys can see and explain it to you better. I'm gonna deploy my dragon. Now the reason I'm deploying this dragon is if you go to his abilities, he has 5% upgrade and 10% research upgrade. So let's go ahead and spend some speed rush for the purpose of the video. Before I do that, I don't think I had to exit all the way. Gold army supply. For every 20 supply that your bronze supply cap is increased, your gold supply cap by 1. So it says there 20. So let's go ahead, let's speed this up. Well, okay, the queue is full, so let's speed it up. Yes, 2 more hours. More power to my rogues. That's a lot of health they are getting. Alright, Q. Q. And Q. And I'm not even on a 10% research tile, so if you want to speed up stuff, I would advise you to go on a 10% research tile. Maybe even try to get increase the magic of rogue, and wow, magic is the last thing they need. Increase the evade chance. Well, they don't really need evade chance, but let's go ahead. Let's get this done. I want to unlock that one. I'm really curious if that is going to reduce over there, like I just showed you in the army supply. If it does that, that's going to be a huge boost in gold capacity. So if that is going to happen, I'm going to advise you to do this bronze on all of them. Eventually you're going to research everything, so you should not make any problems about that. But look at that, it starts with 30, so you're going to need to do 30 upgrades furthermore. Now you need to do 20 to unlock this one. Increase the evade chance of rogue. Well, this evade chance, this is pretty sick. This for Fenris. Fenris has his last ability that transforms himself in a wolf. Now this is gonna make him really strong. 10% evade chance. That is going to be significant. Alright, so we unlocked strength in numbers. Decreased by 1 bronze. So let's go ahead and check. Army. Look at that. It already went up. It was 179. It already went up by 9. So that is super dope. That means that on everyone, you can see the 4th one is decreased by 1. So the first 4, they're not really hard to research. So I would advise that you should reach the first 4 so you can increase your gold cap capacity. So on every mage mechanist, let's go on sage. You can see that they have as well decreased by 1, and the sage, they have a lot more further on. Decreased by 1 again. Increase the level, increase the command. And the gladiator, they have as well decreased by 1. So that's going to be quite a significant amount of gold supply that you can increase. So the first 4 on each of them, I would advise you to do them, or at least until you can fully complete the 4th one. When you do that, after you do the first 4 on all of them, the next thing you should do, you should try to choose one of them that you max it out. So you either want to go with the rogue and the mechanist, or you want to go with something else. Increase the base damage. Wow, this looks so sick, yo. So either you want to go with the sage, with the mechanist, with the mage, but you should max out one of them. Now if you want to take my advice, I would say that you either go to boost your damage, or you either boost your generals, which is the sage, the generals, the mechanist, and the rogue. I would not really advise you to do the mage. I would advise you to do the mage last. They don't really get that high bonus. They get a lot of levels, that is true. The only good thing is the 4th one, which decrease the bronze supply. So the first 4, as I mentioned, you should do all of them in all 4 of them. After that you have the gladiator and the paladins. They are already pretty tanky enough. Investing more in them, it's so and so. So this is your two options that you can go with: Mechanist, Rogue, or Sage and General from the research. But as I mentioned first, for the gold supply you should definitely do it. Well, let me research something. I'll do it later. Alright, and the last thing that I want to talk about, it probably took me quite long to talk about the research, but it's the new research, so I had to spend some time in it and show you guys what it is about. So the next thing that I want to say is the temple. Now you know we have a brand new temple, so now we actually have 10 temples or 10 statues in the temple. My first advice that you should do into the temple is you should get all your stones +3. So the first thing first, get all your stones +3. You're noticing that I have some +4, but this is the first thing that you should do. You should do all your stones +3. So you can see as I go further down, they are all +3. The second thing, you need to choose which path you want to go +5. So for example, you already seen these statues that I passed, that this one is +5. Now the reason why this one is +5 is because this is going to be the frontal units for this Silvani new race. This is gonna be the troops that you use in front for you to tank as your main frontal unit. So what I'm trying to do is trying to boost them as much as I can, obviously. So this is the main reason, because I'm gonna switch to Silvani. I'm gonna try it whenever they're gonna become available. So this is the reason why this temple is +5. If you want, for example, to increase ADA bonuses, which not many options, +5, you have the sharpshooters. So if you are a dwarf and you are actually using the snipers, the sharpshooters or the dead eyes, then you might want to do this one +5. I used to have this one +5, but now I have this one because I want to try the Silvani, as I mentioned. So it is very important that after you do them all +3, you choose 2 statues that you want to do +5. Research speed, if you're struggling with the research speed, you might want to consider this one to do +5. But I have to be fair and square that it takes quite a lot of time to do a +5 stone. If you want to check out, so you need 1050 to get a stone +5. From 3 +4 you need 410. From 3 to 4, from 4 to 5. You might want to increase your heroes, but this is my advice. You might want to choose one of the troops that you are using to boost them, and then you might want to take the last one, because it's 200 bronze supply capacity, which you're going to have permanently. You can see that I'm very close to do this one. I'm just lacking a lot of stones, malice and obstinance. After you do the 2 statues that you're actually want to +5, the next thing you should do is all of them +4. You can see that I already started to do some of them +4 because I had spare of runestones. So you do the 2 statues that you're aiming for +5, and then you do all of them +4. After that, you choose which one you want to do next +5, or you're focusing +7, which is a really long road to do +7. Don't even think about it. If you ever manage to do something +5, it's more than enough. So I hope I made myself pretty clear about this one. So this is my temple power right now, 241.8 thousand. Well, I hope that pretty much covers the entire update. As I mentioned, I had to talk a little bit about the research. If you find this helpful, don't forget to drop a thumbs up for boy Legend Ronnie. Until next time, I'm signing out. Peace out, yo. Take care.